Welcome and good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Welcome. Welcome to those here in the sanctuary. Folks are just come on in and find a seat. Welcome to those of you who were out in virtual land. You are all here in our hearts for sure. My name is Ronna Biggs, and I'm a practitioner here at the center, and I use she, her pronouns. And my ancestors hail from Scotland, Ireland, and England, and I'm happy to carry them with me today. So thanks all for being here, and just get settled in. We've got a great morning. A couple of notes. If you are new here with the center, we are especially happy to see you today, and whether you're joining us online for the first time or you're here in person, we'd love to connect with you, so please visit, please ask questions. We have an Ask Me desk in the classroom after service that's staffed by board members who can answer lots of questions. And whether you're new or you've been around for a while, if you haven't signed up for our email notifications, that is a great resource. So you'll get a weekly email and more special announcements, but especially that weekly email has a lot of details about our events and offerings, different kinds of spiritual practice that go on here, and tells you a little bit more about our center. So we are so happy that you're here today, and I love, this is just a juicy crowd, so thanks for the buoyant heart. All right, should we kick off some music?
Yeah, let's do that.
it.
All right, good morning, everyone. If you're able, why don't you stand and we'll sing into this day. All right, let's let some new information in. I'm letting in new information into this body. I'm changing the old pathways in my mind. I know there's a no going back, 'cause I'm running on a different track. I'm letting my soul be renewed today. Let's sing that again. I'm letting in new information into this body. I'm changing the old pathways in my mind. I know there's a no going back, 'cause I'm running on a different track. I'm letting my soul be renewed today. Let love and abundance in. I'm letting the love and abundance come my way. I'm making room in my life for all I dream. I know I am what I believe, so I'm holding up a vision of me in perfect flow with the infinite every day. I'm letting in new information into this body. I'm changing the old pathways in my mind. I know there's a no going back, 'cause I'm running on a different track. I'm letting my soul be renewed today. All right, sing it out. I'm letting the love and abundance come my way. I'm making room in my life for all I dream. I know I am what I believe, so I'm holding up a vision of me in perfect flow with the infinite every day. In perfect flow. In perfect flow with the infinite every day. In perfect flow with the infinite every day. Wonderful. All right, we'll take a minute to greet some of those folks out there. the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 All right. Well, we're going to invite our kids up, whoever is here, to join our teachers up on stage. Also want to make the announcement that the teen group is happening today, and Rylan is in the back to collect any teens who are here for that. And here come the kiddos. All right, let's sing Hooray for the World. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, it's a special place. Got Mother Nature and the human race. The world's got trees and bumblebees, rivers and lakes and the open seas, mountains and valleys and animals too, and a sun that shines on me and you. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, it's a special place. Got Mother Nature and the human race. We got Mother Nature and the human race.
Good morning. I'm Andrea Wood. I'm the practitioner of the day. I go by the pronouns she and her, and my ancestors are from England, Scotland, and Ireland. I want to welcome everyone here this morning and to let you know that anyone wearing a stole, which today is me and Mary Ballou, are available for prayer after the service. And there are many other ways that we serve you as well. We have a prayer vessel in the back. You could put a prayer in, and I will pray for you this week. But join me right now in prayer. So know with me as I know that there is a magnificent, loving, supporting power back of all things that lives within all beings everywhere at the very core. This one presence is light, is love, is wisdom. And this one supports and uplifts. I live and move and have my being in this spirit. And this is true for me, this is true for all. And I know for our spiritual community of CSL Bellingham that we lead with loving kindness, that we evolve and grow in our compassion and in our wisdom, as we come together to learn and to celebrate the day and to enjoy being together. And I'm so grateful for this truth, for this life, for our loving community. And I release my word, and so it is.
May I never lose my wonder. 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 Wide-eyed and mystified, may I be just like a child, staring at the beauty of the world. Wide-eyed and mystified, may I be just like a child, staring at the beauty of the world. May I never lose my wonder. 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 Wide-eyed and mystified, may I be just like a child, staring at the beauty of the world. Wide-eyed and mystified, may I be just like a child, staring at the beauty of the world. May I never lose my wonder. 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 Wide-eyed and mystified, may I be just like a child, staring at the beauty of the world. Wide-eyed and mystified, may I be just like a child, staring at the beauty of the world. May I never lose my wonder. 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 Well, I usually like to bring this song around the time that I see the magnolias starting to unfold. A few years ago, springtime, walking around just noticing, noticing all that there is. And I think, whether it's the dead of winter or the beginning of spring, middle of summer, it's like nature is such a teacher, and noticing all that is alive, even when things are quiet. At least for me, it becomes like a meditative practice and just being really one with everything that's around. So this is called Now Is All There Is. Hear me, call of a raven. See me, magnolia unfolding. Move me, gentle waters pour me overflowing. Tell me, quaking of aspen, show me, tender rose, love me, heart of wonder, breathe me understanding. Now is all there is. I am one with all of it. Oh yes, now is all there is. I am one with all of it. Hold me, echoing canyon, soothe me, song of a dove, fill me, moon over ocean, guide me the way back home. Now is all there is. I am one with all of it. Oh yes, now is all there is. I am one with all of it. Hear me, call of a raven. See me, magnolia unfolding. Move me, gentle waters pour me overflowing. Pour me overflowing. Oh yes, now is all there is. I am one with all of it. Oh yes, now is all
there's a Zen story that I need to tell you. I actually have told you this one before, so spoiler alert. However, there's a twist at the end. It starts out with a scholar who goes to see the Zen master. Now, this scholar has been studying this tradition for over 20 years, and he is so excited to tell the Zen master about everything he's learned. So he gets up to the top of the mountain where the Zen master is hanging out in his humble abode. And he starts telling the Zen master, "Oh my God, I have been studying this for 20 years. Let me tell you about all the sutras I know. Let me tell you about all the things that I know about this." And the Zen master is pouring them tea. And so he's pouring them tea, and he's pouring the tea, and the cup starts overflowing. And the guy says, wait, the cup's overflowing. And then Zen master says, "I know." And usually this is a story about having an empty cup to receive. But in this case, the story is about the cup overflowing. Because that is the nature of the universe. The nature of the universe, it is ever giving, and it is overflowing its abundance in and through us, if we are willing to see it, to know it, and to accept it. So what if that's exactly what reality is like? What if the universe is a Zen master pouring into our cup, but we don't even realize that it's happening? Good morning, everybody. I'm Reverend Abigail Schairer, and my pronouns are she and her, and my ancestry hails from Ireland, Germany, and Prussia. And it is my honor to be with you today and honor the Coast Salish people whose land we are on today. And I love today's theme, which is about becoming a possibilitarian. But what if we're actually not a person who's looking for possibility, but what if we're somebody who already is the possibility? See, this month we've been exploring this idea of what if, and the first week we looked at, I talked about my thermostat, on how the thermostat had a set point of a lot colder, and I kept turning it up, and then it kept turning down. And I kept turning it up, and it kept turning down. And then I realized that there was an underlying program that was operating in my thermostat, and I needed to have that come to my awareness. And that's just like our belief systems. We have underlying things that are operating in our awareness that we need to bring to light in order to shift and change them. And Reverend Dawn talked about the power of decision, and when we're open to the next step, that it is incumbent on us to actually make the decision to move forward. And we don't have to make a huge decision. We just need to step into the next right indicated thing. And then we explored the possibility of a shared vision, dreaming together, and asking what the world looks like if love wins. But this week is where the whole month has been pointing, because it's about oneness. It's about understanding the underlying principle of the universe and how we're connected to it. So back to the overflowing cup and the Upanishads. The Upanishads are the Hindu sacred texts. They were written over 3,000 years ago, and the first lines in these texts are Purnan Ada, Purnan ad idam, which means this is full, that is full. Fullness comes from fullness. Take fullness from fullness, and fullness remains. Not, well, there will be enough if you earn it, or if you work hard enough, then there will be enough for you. But fullness is the unalterable nature of reality. You cannot exhaust it. You can only open to more of whatever is already endlessly flowing. Ernest Holmes, who's the founder of this teaching, he said, there's a presence, a power, a law. It's already complete, it's already whole, it's already perfect. And it's not something we create, it's something we discover. It's something we discover. I think about this, I've taught the abundance classes before, and the society I grew up in taught me that, imagine a pie. Imagine a pie. And if I take a piece of the pie and give it to you, my society says, well, there's a pie left minus that piece. But how the universe works is I take the piece, I give it to you, and I still have a full pie. And I had to shift my paradigm to be open to that possibility. Quantum physicists, as you all know, I'm a big quantum physics geek, and Amit Goswami is a person that I've followed for many, many years, and I actually was very lucky to have him as my teacher in ministerial school. And he describes a field that exists prior to matter, prior to any actual thing. And the field is a field which all possibilities exist simultaneously. Everything, every possibility, every potentiality is available in this field before matter exists. It's infinitely available, and it is rationing nothing. And in the double slit experiment, there's this idea that when an electron, for instance, goes through this double slit and is unobserved, it goes into a wave frequency, which means it waves out in all the directions. But when we observe it, when there's a consciousness, a person aware of it, it collapses all those possibilities into reality, into one single thing. And so our awareness helps reality collapse onto a possibility. And the question is, where are we in our awareness? What are we open to? I also love Joe Dispenza. I talk about him a lot too, because he talks about our physiology, our biology, and how our belief systems, our thinking and our feeling in our body can actually affect not just our own body, but the field around us. And how we can affect each other, but also how our thinking can affect our own bodies. For instance, we all have genes, and everybody inherited genes from their parents, and so genes are something where there could be certain things that unfold in our well-being that may be good or not so good because of our parents. However, much more is determined by our field of awareness. Much more. For instance, if I inhabit, so he said, Joe Dispenza said, when a person genuinely inhabits a possibility, they don't hope for it, but they actually feel it in their body as if it's real. Then the brain responds to it as if it's happening, and the nervous system cannot tell the difference between a vividly held reality and an actual reality. And when we have that reality held in our body, genes open up in ways that allow our body to be in wellness and well-being. So it's interesting. So the field of ourselves and everybody around us affects our own biology. So that's not wishful thinking, that's physiology. So remember, the cup is overflowing. The field is full of possibilities. And the only variable is whether or not you believe it. And if you do, if you're open to it. So where are you treating possibility as scarce? Where are you treating possibility contingent on something? What if the universe is withholding nothing? What would that mean for you if you began every day noting that possibility is ever available? So point one, the field is already full of possibilities, infinite possibilities all the time. Point number two, it's your opportunity to hold the field of possibility for someone else when they need it. So I have a story for you. A woman I just found out about. Many people have heard about her, but I hadn't. I'm a little newbie here. Her name is Khadija. And imagine 7th century Mecca, a world where women were property. And Khadija somehow, remarkably, had become the most successful merchant in the country. Not in the country, in the city, excuse me. And she owned her own trading operation. She was actually a free woman in a world where women were not free. And she hired many people because she had a trading operation. And she hired this man named Muhammad. And she watched him carefully. He seemed remarkable. He seemed like a remarkable human being. And she really was so attracted to how amazing he was, that she decided to marry him. And one day, this man Muhammad came to her husband. He came to her, and he was shaking. He was like distraught and shocked, and he told her this story of that he had gone to this cave and he had seen this angel, this being that had told him he was a prophet, and there was information that was downloaded to him, and he was just in shock. And she said, "You're not losing your mind," because he thought he was. He thought he was crazy. He'd seen something that was unbelievable. And she said, "You're being trusted with something unique and immense and sacred and important." She was the first Muslim, not the Prophet Muhammad, but his wife. And she believed in him when he had not yet gotten there. The entire course of a religion now held by nearly 2 billion people pivoted on the fact that one person believed in somebody else. That's what a possibilitarian does. The field you exist in shapes what you become. Ernest Holmes said, "We're not just thinking beings. We are centers of consciousness in a universal field of mind. What we hold in mind about ourselves and about each other enters the field and shapes it." You are never a passive observer. You are always broadcasting. The only question is whether it's intentional or if it's accidental. So what are you broadcasting? Are you broadcasting fear or scarcity? Or what if you chose to deliberately broadcast? And what if you chose to believe in possibilities of some other person who might not be seeing it in themselves? You see, I think that this is the key. One of the most important things is that as we have this idea that when we put our awareness around a reality, that it collapses into reality. It's not just one person doing that, it's everybody. And so we're not just a single person out there alone doing this. We're in a field of billions of people. And what we do has an impact on the collective. And we can actually shape how the collective shows up by being our own group of people who see a vision and then walk forward in that intention, the power of decision, moving forward in that intention and alignment with what that vision is. And we need each other. There's a Karen Drucker song. I really like it, and I think it's also really cheesy. It's like we're all angels with only one wing, and we need each other to fly. And I always think of like these angels that are like, you know, and then the other angel's like, oh my God, and then they kind of like go together so they can fly. Just the image in my mind. So let's not just talk about it, let's do an activity. Go ahead and rise if you're able or if that works for you. You'll be standing for a couple minutes, so if that doesn't work for you, feel free to stay seated. Okay, so I want you to put your hand over your heart, your hand over your belly. And I want you to take a big breath in through your nose and a long breath out through your mouth. Now I want you to find a memory, not a concept of memory, a moment in your life where you felt genuinely alive and filled with possibility. When you knew without argument that there's something larger, something amazing happening. Maybe you feel it in nature, on a sunrise or a sunset. Maybe you feel it with a loved one. So feel that moment in your body. How does your body feel? Does it feel open? Maybe there's colors, maybe there's textures, vibrations, feeling tones. Just notice, what does it feel like to be in that moment? Does your heart expand? Now, without letting go of that feeling, bring to mind something that seems a little challenging. Maybe it's a relationship that feels difficult or a financial pressure. Something in the world that's difficult. Now notice if your body is contracting. Notice if you feel it in your body. And so I want you, if you're noticing that, I want you to bring back that feeling tone of possibility. Go back to that memory. See if you can recapture that energy in your body. And see if you can get there, that you just place that thing just in your heart space without any feeling attached to it, the challenging, difficult thing. See if you can be in the space of possibility and just place that thing in your heart space. Don't change it. Don't try and fix it. Just try and be in the space of possibility with both existing simultaneously. Is there a way where that possibility can unlock or untangle that feeling around the difficult thing? See if you can hold that difficult thing with something larger. Recognize the field is full. The universe is not daunted. The universe is infinite and expansive, with unlimited possibilities around this condition. Now breathe in, breathe out. We're going to do that 2 more times. Breathe in possibility. Breathe out possibility. Breathe in possibility. Breathe out possibility. All right, you may be seated. So this is actually an exercise from Joe Dispenza. It's called elevated emotional state anchoring. And so the idea is that you're training your nervous system to hold an elevated signal, an elevated experience into contact with a difficulty. And so instead of being collapsed or taken over by that difficulty, you remain in a state of possibility. So for your homework this week is I want you to do that exercise every morning if you can, because spiritual practice means you actually get to practice it. And so know that that's not spiritual bypass. This is actually one of the most courageous things that you can do, is hold possibility real while fully acknowledging the challenge. So for me, my place that I went to was my installation ceremony. It was an amazingly, there's no words for how loved I felt, how supported I felt, how magical it was in my heart. And the challenging thing is my house hasn't sold yet. and that's been pulling me off. And so what I'm doing is I'm moving into that space of possibility and holding that energetic of possibility while this other outside circumstance is happening. So that's my practice along with you. So becoming a possibilitarian in this moment is not about transcending difficulty. It's about tuning in to who we truly are. So Ernest Holmes, again, he said, the spirit within you is not limited by the past. It is always beginning again. And it is filled with unlimited possibility. There is a version of you that is moving through this world as a whole person. Nothing diminished, nothing taken away. And part of the call, I think, of being a possibilitarian is remembering that's exactly who you are and exactly who you are meant to be. The work is not to become one. The work is to remember who you really are. Let's pray. So I recognize and know that this thing I call the universe, spirit, it is an infinite field of possibility, and it's the ground being of love. It's the ground being of energy. It's the ground being of availability that I allow to flow through my life. So any space within me where I've been limited or constricted or contracted, I release and surrender that space. I open up the space to know that the universe is ever flowing in and through and around me, that I see and feel and know that I am fully supported at all times. I recognize and know that it is reflected in so many areas around me, and so I continue to see that. I continue to witness it. I continue to appreciate it. And in that space of appreciation, I also recognize and know and see that in the people around me, of who they truly are. I recognize and know that there is an infinite number of light workers in this world, of peace keepers, of radiators of love, of people who are willing to know and claim and embody and create a world that works for all. A world that works for our environment, for our planet, for our country, for our families. A world that is not limited by anything or diminished by anything. It is here, available for us to uplift, to step in it, to see it, and to know it, and to discover it was here all along. We just had to say yes to it. So I say yes today. I'm grateful to know that it is unfolding and that I am a part of it, a sacred and holy part. And I'm grateful to know that the universe is unlimited. It fills me up to overflowing. And for that I'm grateful. And so it is. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Abigail. I feel as though I want to listen to that again and again. Just, oh my gosh, many layers. Thank you so much. Well, everyone, now is the time for our offertory, and our ushers are coming forward to help gather that goodness. And want to offer a very sincere thank you for all the time, talent, and treasure that people give along the way. It really bolsters our whole community, and it's a beautiful circle of giving and receiving that we get to share together. So thank you so much.
Let me be nurtured, let me be nourished, let me be loved by you. Let me be nurtured, let me be nourished, let me be loved by you. I am worthy of love, I deserve to receive. I am worthy of all the good that comes to me. I am worthy of rest, I deserve room to breathe. I am worthy of all the good that comes to me. Let me be nurtured, let me be nourished, let me be loved by you. Let me be nurtured, let me be nourished, let me be loved by you. I am worthy of love, I deserve to receive. I am worthy of all the good that comes to me. I am worthy of rest, I deserve to receive. I am worthy of all the good that comes to me. Let me be nurtured, let me be nourished, let me be loved by you.
Beautiful music. Thank you so much. We have some fancy announcements today, and I would like to invite Kathy Angel up to do our first one about Gourmets for Good.
All right, good morning. Okay, y'all, I have my clipboard. This is the last week to sign up to be a host for Gourmets for Good. Now, if you don't know what Gourmets for Good is, if you're newly joining us, it's a wonderful event. It's our most successful fundraiser of the whole year, where people put on events around food. It could be a, brunch, tea, dinner, hike in the woods with a picnic lunch, and people, the rest of us, get to bid for a place at the table. And it is a win-win-win for everybody, because people who like to entertain get to host an event. People who like to eat get to bid for a seat at the table, and all proceeds go to support the Center for Spiritual Living. Raise your hand if you have ever attended a Gourmets for Good. All right, would you agree with me? It is a wonderful way to meet each other. Yeah. So here's the thing. We need hosts. Last year we had 16 hosts. We brought in over $16,000. This year, we know for sure we have host forms filled out by about 4 people. Now, I know from this clipboard there's at least another 6 people. I realized with horror last night that Rana and I have not signed up ourselves. And we're offering 2, so don't feel bad if you are, tardy on this. But this is the last week, and so please come see me after the service. This is mainly just to let us know interest. But here's the other thing. Some people have a beautiful place or a place they'd like to host an event, but they don't like to cook. Other people love to cook. They don't have a place to host an event. And we need to put you all together, which is why you need to see me with my clipboard. For instance, Reverend Abigail in the back, she is very interested in hosting an event, but she does not like to cook. So unless we want to have like an event of like popcorn or something like that, we need to pair her up with some people who like to cook, and she is creative. It will be a fun event. So please come see me afterwards, and let's get this all the way up to 16 hosts at least so we can continue another wonderful year of hosting. Thank you.
That is fun. All right. We have a couple of notes. One, there was a benefit for Women's Cancer Shelter that was going to be the handmade alpaca wool apparel sales today, and that has to be postponed, and we will let you know if that will be able to be rescheduled in the future. So just a quick note. Today is also the launch of our fabulous Holy Grounds World Cafe this afternoon, starting at 1 o'clock. It's hosted by Reverend Abigail and our resident graphic illustrator, Jen Landau. And Rev Abigail and Jen will guide folks through rounds of cafe-style conversation and connection to further shape what 2026 will look like within our community. So today's cafe has 3 focuses that it's looking at: divine connection, support and service, and action in the world, which emerged from earlier in the year from the leadership, the board, and the practitioner leadership retreat. So we'll focus on those 3 things, but get curious and know that just like in the past community visioning, everyone has a voice, and every voice is very important in seeing how that vision emerges and manifests. So you've got time after service to go grab a bite somewhere for lunch, and then come on back, and we'll start at 1 o'clock from 1 to 2:30. And then this week we have just a lot of divine inspiration going on this week, which is really special. And on Wednesday, April 1st at 8 o'clock is our next Spirit at Work breakfast, and the featured speaker for April is our own practitioner, Kalish Leviel. And yay! And Kalish's talk title will be Make Intention and Surrender the Pillars of Your Day, which sounds incredibly intriguing. For the Spirit at Work breakfast, you can sign up at the Ask Me desk, and the cost is $30, but no one is turned away. This is a great space for conversation and networking and great spiritual reflection with this different lens of your work, whatever that work means to you. So we hope to see you there on Wednesday. And then a little bit later in the week is a beautiful tradition on Friday night. It's the Passover Seder at CSL with the theme of a night of liberation and celebration. And this event has been happening at the center for a while, and it's incredibly special potluck that will be from 5 to 8. It's a ritual meal that's led by Reverend Abigail and Rabbi Kalish. And together they are creating a beautiful evening of tradition. And a special note that this is an event that everyone is welcome to attend and to connect to, and that you don't have to be a member of the Jewish faith or traditions to be a part of that. Everyone is invited, and it actually helps to create a really lovely interfaith opportunity to learn more about your own traditions or in relation to another tradition and celebrate. It's a time for storytelling and spiritual insights and renewal, and we know there's a lot of folks in our community that do hold these traditions dear to their heart and celebrate. So what a lovely way to share a meal together in that tradition and get to know one another. You can sign up at the Ask Me desk for more information about that. There are some dietary parameters to follow for the ritual meal, and there's more information about that. And then as we round the corner into next weekend, hold on to your hats, because the amazing Esther Nicholson will be with us. And if you haven't had a chance to listen to some of Esther Nicholson's talks or her music, she's just a powerhouse and a very dynamic speaker, very dynamic singer. And Reverend Abigail will be here during the Sunday service. But Esther is really, she's doing the show. She will be our guest speaker. She will be the guest musician. And then later in the afternoon, she'll be hosting a workshop. She's very powerful and very accomplished. She's a spiritual teacher and recovery expert and creator of Soul Recovery. It's a healing method that blends spiritual wisdom with emotional and psychology tools. A little bit of a taste of actually kind of what Abigail was doing, some of that somatic work today, somatic spiritual work. So Esther has a process where she integrates 12-step recovery, neuroscience, forgiveness, and spiritual practice to help people reconnect with their true selves. So some really deep work. Her afternoon workshop will be from 2 to 4, and it's called The Healing Code of Forgiveness, Freedom from Shame and Trauma. And it's all about releasing shame and trauma by retraining your nervous system. So it's a very connective, deep work, deeply reflective opportunity. That workshop is $40, but again, no one is turned away, and you can sign up online or at the Ask Me desk. But Esther's a powerful, dynamic individual, and we hope you will join for one and all of those events. That's going to be a very special day on Sunday. And then a couple of notes about classes that are coming up. Just to keep in mind, if you want to sign up or register for classes, looking towards mid-April, Reverend Abigail will be doing the next set of the 15 Commitments of Conscious Leadership class. It is focused on feelings. Nothing more than feelings, just feelings, good feelings, all the feelings. Beautiful. We've had some great dialogue, the board and the practitioners for the class that she's leading for us as well. But you can still join the conversation, so please feel free to join and sign up for that class as well. And then a little bit later, Reverend Deborah is going to be teaching a class called The Mystic Heart, Exploring Universal Spirituality. And this will be a series that goes over 7 Tuesdays starting on April 21st. That class is in the evening from 6 to 8, and it's Zoom only. So it's an online class, but you can connect with Reverend Deborah if you want to learn a little bit more about that, and also register online or at the Ask Me desk. And then a little, I was going to say plea, maybe it isn't, just a gentle invitation or ask for us. There is some new technology going on at the Ask Me desk, and the board just invites our patience as they learn how to navigate through that. So if you are signing up for something or registering, just love on them because they're working through some new good stuff. So training is going on, checker in training, the sign is out. It's great. So I think with that, we are just about at the end of our service, and before we do our last song, I will offer a benediction to close out our service time, and then we'll finish with a song and sing out. So please join me in a moment of gratitude. I'm breathing into this moment. I am so grateful for this time that we have shared together, for this beautiful, sacred land and sweet community in which we are able to have conversation and inspiration, that the beauty of the magnolia unfolds into song in our heart, and words of wisdom carry our footsteps lightly on the earth as we go forward into this week. And what a joy and good morning it is. And so it is.
All right, well, if you're able, we'll stand and sing one last song together. Make me an instrument instrument. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument of peace. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument of peace. Where there is hatred, I will love. Where there is sadness, I will bring joy. Where there is darkness, I will shine. I am an instrument of peace. 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 Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again soon.